Hey guys, how are you? This is the 10-minute, quick summary update on the commodities and energies that we're looking at. Just to give you very brief update in case you didn't follow the markets today. Nothing major-ish has happened. The only thing that really got kicked hard was gas and Bitcoin. So let's dive in here. The 2 hourly charts will be our preferred. Um, so yeah, we did see that little bounce here yesterday, and we have been breaking this little short-term flag-ish, by far not perfect. So I'm not taking it as anything because you could also argue some little bit of a bear flagging going on there. So silver today, 0.4%, nothing really to be mentioning. Same thing for gold flat as a pancake today, really. Has been consolidating for 15 straight days. So again, nothing to really be spending a whole lot of time on here. We have Bitcoin here. Again, yesterday broke that 91K, roughly 92K neckline, and we're down here. Targets that I'm looking at here, roughly around 76K. Again, if we are to come in here, getting a bounce, right? That is what we're looking for. The target and the uptrend is there. So right now, bearish on the Bitcoin, which again could be, in quote, negated. Again, this three mega candles, by the way, but again, Nvidia has earnings today. I think they are up a little bit in the post market. So if Nvidia, again, they had a good earnings from what I could see. If they all of a sudden starts to really rally, then Bitcoin will follow because it is tech related and it is mostly following the Nvidia chart with the leverage to the upside for the Bitcoin. So down 4.5% today, basically down $12,000 since the week began. So the Dixie here, again, 0.2%. We have PCE coming out Friday, which will be somewhat of an important one because that is what the big guys are looking at. The producers wedging here, again, we're still above long-term supports. Again, we have the internal here, which is again support. So I think we could see a little spike here. Well, excuse me, little spike here, and then slowly rolling over 0.2%. But to me here, unless something massive happens, I don't expect much in the currencies and gold and silver until Friday. You might see a little bit of a jiggle, a few hours before, but again, that's my view. Used the WGI flat here. We broke down yesterday. The path to me is still something like this. This is where we're going to find support. Anything between 65 and like 67 is support after that false breakout. So roughly flat today with a little bit of red going on there. So yeah. This again, we talked about the TLT yesterday, but look at that. We talked about yesterday, this right here yesterday. 4.3 was mega support. We had double. We had the longer term here, in this case, roughly 1 year, right? And we had the uptrend going on as well, but we failed. So for now, mega bearish on the 10-year, mega bearish on the TLT, which is the 20-year, but still, they are somewhat correlated still. Um, Unless it can recover, we are mega bearish here on the rates coming down. False breakout like this. Do you know what can happen if we have a false breakout here? We could and often see a move all the way down to the lower trend line where we have two connections, almost three, by the way. So we could see a drop here. Again, mid to late April, we could see 3.5, and we are now at 4.2. That is a mega drop. If that's the case, the Dixie there will drop as well. If that's the case, the Dixie will get a beating. So let's see how it follows here. Do we have a channel here that we want to have in here? Maybe it's a little bit too more steep. I just want to see if I can find the short-term trend here, which is something like that. So that is the one to look for short term. We will add that in. Like we will have it blue, please. Oh, anyways, good. So the SPY here, ooh, dangerous, very, very dangerous, guys. Again, peaking below here again, basically the 2-year uptrend here, internal wedge. If this breaks, I could see us going to roughly 500. that's a 25% drop if my math is correct. Is it correct? Yeah, roughly 20%, anyways, 20 more likely. We're breaking down here and still, nothing major-ish, but again, this could cascade once we start to maybe, again, we have a gap fill here, but definitely that low there, you do not want to take out. This is a very early warning. QQQ, roughly flat today, by the way. The Qs here coming almost a flat day, 0.2% plus. Still a double top in a downtrend here. I'm expecting support at the pivot high there at 503. And then we shall see. Uptrend intact, short term still okay. We could just be range bound here for a long time and then we could go higher. So for now, nothing fancy pantsy within the QQQ. Palladium here, yesterday tagged it. We are still, minus 1%, still holding that blue trend line here coming down. So we really want to hold that, by the way, in order to still remain somewhat bullish. Again, I sold my position here on that break. So nothing major there. Same thing for the palladium, platinum, breaking down here. Short term, we want to hold that 960. If we can't hold, we are to see prices maybe down to 900 again. But again, today here, nothing really. We did rally a little bit and then we sold off intraday. We often sell, during the US session, especially the first 2 hours, by the way. This looks weird as. Okay, fair enough. Good. So this was the yesterday, the big pump there, where Trump, did he sign a law? Did he sign anything, any orders that copper is a critical mineral? That's good. But again, anything, well, often news-related stuff like that, again, you are to see a reset, and we saw that today here. So again, we have been resetting that whole Trump, view there. So let's see how it is. That can disturb a little bit the price action because that's so, again, it comes out of the blue basically. So we shall see, guys, how it is there. Coal, I want to show you that still holding the triple mega support here at roughly 104. Yeah, roughly flat today here. Gas is taking a little bit of a beating here. Again, here double top potential. So be a little bit careful here if we basically nat gas needs to break the blue and rally for more upside. So just a reminder that, hey, we are at the upper end of the uptrend that started in 2024. And again, if we can't break that blue, it could be, we could see a whole lot of chop or consolidation for some time for the gas. TTF, the green one here is a little bit of a speculative one that I found here. You connect the pivot there to the pivot high there, and then actually you are tagging it here today. You can see there we tagged it. However, we have been breaking down from that. So let's see, either which way it goes here, but we are breaking down. I do expect the retest here at roughly 43. Can we come back in, consolidate here, confirm? Then again, all of a sudden, very bullish on the TTF. We have come down for, guys. So again, I want to show you something here just very, very briefly. If you have a trend line here, let's say you bounce, and then you're going to come from far away down and break. That to me is not ideal, of course. But again, since we have come so far already, you are to see, some sort of rally at some point where you can actually undo that. The difference is if you have an uptrend here, and then you are all of a sudden getting weak, and then you break. Very different. The break there, you almost always want to be sell into the break there. So it all depends from where you're breaking and the prior price action. At least, again, that's my view on things there. So TLT up again, 0.6%, still strong, heavily strong. Rates are coming down. We are now in for the attack of roughly the yellow one here at roughly 94.5. So that is, want to look for roughly $3, 2.5 on top here for the TLT, meaning rates are to come down. Let's see if we can break that. Then, boom, we all of a sudden have a target of 100. And at that point in time, if that is cleared, we can see a big spike there in the TLT. And to me, long term, we're still going down, but that could be the final flush low, not lower low on the rates, but we could see a flush down before then eventually making a higher low and going way higher in the rates. So that's it, guys. That is all I have for the day. Again, Nvidia had earnings today. Should we check them together? Again, where we are right now, tech, Nvidia, 1.5, basically flat, right? Nvidia, that is just, meh. So let's see, guys. Have a great day. Cheers. Bye.